Hello, it's Guido coming at you with the Tactics Talk, guys. Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. And today we got Nona. Nona is back, and he's got the Type 57, the new Tier 8 Tech Tree Japanese heavy tank. I am not to this tank yet. I have the Tier 7 unlocked. Currently working my way towards this one. As you remember, or will recall, the Type 63, I believe, is the premium version. So this is the Tech Tree. It's got the water cooling action going on. He is top tier to 2-tier battle here on Himmel's Mannheim Dorf. Let's see what he does. I have not seen this battle. He's running food. He has a rammer, turbo, and IA. So we'll just dispense with some of the preliminaries. And he is headed down to the south. He spawned into the southwest. And off he goes. Is he going to go low, or are we looking for a little spider tank action using some of the hydro pneumatics that this thing has? I suspect that's maybe where we're going initially. Not a bad plan for this battle, because you'll notice that they don't have any artillery. So if you're going to go hang out on these little undulating spaces here and use all of your gun depression, although he might... Okay, so it looks like he is initially going to do that. Sometimes guys will spider tank down the sides of it there, but he's going to be a little more careful, at least initially. And Scorpion doesn't look like he wants to go, and he does have some help. Looks like the T-29's moving, the VZ, maybe even the Tiger. And the trick, or the question, is always, there you go, how many dudes are down there, and will you have any help? So this is the spot that guys will come to play the turret poke game. And probably he was smart. Oh, we're going to come up and over and put a shot into the other Type 57. And the reason you don't push in there is it looks like nobody else did, and more than likely if he was down in there, probably the T-110, or not T-110, the 110 would have been tempted to come in. Even maybe the T-29, the other Type 57 over there. And the Tiger died anyway, being dopey. So good thing he did not move in. Oh, he's getting bumped. We're trying to watch for that gun cooling aiming thing, and it looks like it's been quite... Yeah, look how accurate that's getting. You wait long enough. I don't know what the time is on the Type 57, guys. I'll do a review of it when I get to it. Not sure if he even got to it there, but the idea is once you reload, during this reload time, now he can shoot when he's reloaded, but it's going to be less accurate. Then he has X amount of time to wait for cooling, and it'll become much more accurate. Misses the other Type 57. There's also a T-29 dueling with him right there. Got a little ratchetiness. His team is losing, though. Check it out, fellas. They are down 1-5. So he's hard to peel out. Wow. Not sure if he... Whoa, uh-oh. Fell off of his little perch attempting to make that happen. And he's able to get up and out of the water before he drowns. It's now 2-5, so he's evened it up. The team has evened it up just a little bit. Interesting fight. So most of his team is down here in the south, as is most of what's remaining of the enemy team. So they haven't really lost a flank, and now it's just all of a sudden it's evened up. That's nice. It looks like about as accurate as that's going to get right there. So that gun was probably cooled. Puts a nice shot into the 110. This guy is bumming because he's got to show that hatch when he side scrapes out. And Nona backs out before the 110 gets a shot on him. So now we got the pixel hunting hold down meta action going on. Let's see what he hits here. Is he going to get that hatch? Yep. That's 290. Oh, it takes another big hit from something back there. That may have just been pure penetration power from one of the TDs. This guy's hatch is still sticking out. Does he not know this? He does now, my friends. That was a 380 roll. I don't know what this is. These are 360 alpha damage guns, so he got a little high roll out of that. It'd be nice if you could shut a couple of these guys down. Looks like only one of them is within one-shot territory. 1357 gets around behind him. I can see it. I can sense it. Nona wants to push, but he knows he just can't. Oh, boy. Oh boy, the Type 57 makes a really dumb move. I'm not really sure why he would do that. Not, like, who did he think he was going to close out over here? Don't know, fellas. Boy, that was ill-advised. Ill-advised. Type 57's down to a one-shot. The 110's down to a one-shot with a decent roll. Panther has a bunch of hit points, but he's a Panther. I'm going to sneak one on this poor guy. That was going to be a difficult one. Maybe getting in that very thin hatch would have made that work. This thing does have a hatch. You can see on the right side as you're looking at it from your side here. There's a hatch sticking up. The 14.5 and the LTG are in their backfield, so that might peel a few of them back. There's a 1357 running around in Nona's backfield. Looks like the 122.44 is trying to deal with it, and now the Udez is alone, and I would suspect he's probably going to die. Whoa, all right, got into the hatch. There you go. Poor 110 got that hatch just abused. There's one on each side, I believe, on the 110. It's unfortunate. Design-wise, the Odd Robin is using his considerable hold down and fast-firing gun to take out the other Type 57. And now with the two of them, there's a Nomad down there somewhere, but I wonder if he's run away. And it looks like Nona's just going to no respect the Panther, come in here and ram him. That was... Boy, he just really outrammed the Panther. That's very interesting. He only took 29. Oh, he did 38. Okay. Well, there's also a 185 on there. Very. Wait a minute. I am not looking at those right. What is going on there? You know what? It's the first time I've ever noticed that the symbols are slightly different there. Okay. Honestly, oh, one's a tracking damage. Okay, or spotting or whatever it is. Copy. Looks like he's going to take a peek. If for some reason the Nomad is hiding down there, but it does not look like he is. He hits intuition, goes to regular AP. Probably not a bad plan because there's not a lot of armor left, so no real need at this point for the APCR. Not trying to snipe hatches. He's just trying to kill lowly or thinly armored enemy tanks. 1357 is still alive somehow, and now it's just clean up on Isle 2. It looks like the enemy team has well and truly collapsed. There's an RHM. Where is the RHM? Must be around the corner. You would suspect Nona would have been hit by now. No, he is up there. How did that guy not see him? Wow, that's some pretty bad... That is some pretty bad spot. Well, it's outside the ring, isn't it? As you look at it, there you go. Not that surprising. You can see it's outside the white ring, so no wonder. I thought that was close enough, but it was not. All that's left is a Scorpion. 3,655. We got 3 kills out of this thing. Scorpion is dead. Nice little sample / example of the old cooling gun on the Type 57. That's the new mechanic with the Japanese heavy tanks. Looks like a fairly solid tank. You know, it's kind of a standard design, relatively mid to slightly forward turret. Got some decent angles on it. It does have a fairly significant Tuma on the top, so that is something that you can pick apart. I don't know what that rise right there does as far as armor thickness. That could be an issue. I believe that's probably for the breach to get a little extra gun depression. So instead of just giving it some gun depression, they sort of built the model with that there, so it looks like it should have more. I don't know. Nicely done there, Nona, on Himmel's Mannheim Dorf line. Fairly typical. That's kind of the meta now at the south. I used to like to dive down into the low spot and duke it out, but almost nobody from the south spawn does that anymore. They tend to do what you saw there. They're all going to, the south spawn's all going to hide in those little dips and divots, and we're going to play pixel hunting hold down games until one side or the other gets an advantage. The nice thing is when you do that without artillery, because you can get absolutely crushed by artillery. Nona's spot was one of the better ones. At least it's a backside, and it's more difficult for the artillery to hit. But the ones that are further back and a little flatter, those are very vulnerable to artillery. So thanks for sending that in, Nona. I appreciate that. Nice to see a little quick look at the Type 57 Tier 8 Japanese Heavy on the new line. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Thanks for your support of the channel, and we will see ya.